Hello everybody and welcome back to Warframe. So, we're actually doing the only, in my particular situation with how I play, the only one that I find to be hard. Interception missions. Although, sometimes you can actually make them a little bit easier. If you have 4 people, it actually is really easy, but with just one person, it's decently a hard mission. Although I can typically just find a way to make it easy if I just don't actually try to kill the enemies. So you actually may see me playing like that when I'm not trying to play or actually kill the enemies, but just jumping around all 4 of the 10 point or all 4 of the points and trying to neutralize and capture them all. Okay, I was actually like, are they trying to capture A even though they already have it? But I forgot that I also make the item blink. Alright, so these guys are actually trying to capture this area, so let's kill them off. Let's head over here to this one down here. They're actually trying to capture D again, so I need to get up there as soon as I capture B. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Cool, and let's get this last one, and then I should have no problem keeping it up from here. Once I get all 4, it's relatively easy, because then you don't really... They're not going to be capturing them like all at once, so you don't have to worry about anything like that, where they just get a little too overwhelming for you. Actually didn't mean to hit the second ability. And I run out of energy from that too. That sucks. Yeah, it's just a relatively long mission, and I don't really enjoy missions that take too terribly long without me getting something for the amount of time that I'm waiting. So I actually don't like this one. I like the ones that, typically only last about 5 minutes between each thing. So survival is really just the best for me. It's the most, speed. It's the most quick one that I can find. Yeah, see, they're not really trying to attempt to capture any of them as of right now. So I'm actually surprised that they haven't, because normally they just run straight for the little hacking box, the terminal box. Let's see, where is he at? Over here. No! Okay. I got scared for a second because it was still blinking. Oh, B, okay. B's actually not too difficult in a location to protect. Actually, yeah, it is. I think A and B are in the hardest position to protect from D. Actually, A is not really hard, as long as I'm paying attention and I can see. I wish there was more like an audio indicator telling you, hey, somebody's trying to capture the zone. So that way you can head on over there. Come on, reload! Put on that reload mod, so I was hoping that it would speed me up a bit. But apparently not. Yeah, see, I could have just screwed up and missed A right there because I wasn't paying attention. Or I didn't look over there. Any more over here? Nope, that's good. Okay. So at the end of this, they're going to want me to kill off all the enemies left in the area. If you just wait, or if you don't really want to kill all the enemies, and you just waste time and just wait around, eventually all the enemies will just fall over dead. There will be a time limit, like right there, where it says, 5 minutes or 5 seconds left, and at the end of that time limit, all the enemies are gonna just disappear. So at the end of this, so now I have a choice of staying or leaving. I'm gonna leave because I don't really want to do this again. But if you stay, the enemies are just gonna get stronger, and they're gonna progressively get stronger and stronger. So unless you have a team with you that are decently good, or you just basically God by yourself, I'd recommend only staying for like one mission if you can help it. But if you like need something really bad from and it only comes from that type of mission, then good luck. Like, cause I know in Cycle C they can drop a really annoying tower for missions, and that's the only place where you can get them from is interception. Is tower 4 or tower 4 keys that can only come from interception missions, which we haven't actually seen a tower key, but I should be getting one from this mission right here, the spy. Alright, so we have done a spy before, but this one's a little bit different because now there are 3! Completely different, right? No. It's the same as before in Forest Prize. We just gotta find a console and hack it. There's always an easy way to the console, so you just need to keep your eyes peeled for the easier way. There's typically just a way directly to it from the very beginning, most of the time. But then there's also easier ways to get it, just, you know, just kind of trickled throughout the entire tile. Right, so right here is A, so let's go ahead and get in here and see what kind of mission this is. Alright, so I don't think there's a very, very quick way for this. Actually, yeah, this is the conveyor belt one. So, if you come up here, dang it. Okay. You come in here. Sometimes there's lasers being shot across here, so you might just want to crouch through the entire area, but we shouldn't have to worry about that. And drop down right here. We can fall right to where the console is, right there. That is the only easy way of getting into there. I don't believe there's any other secret way. Yeah, they don't even have a way to get it through the underside. And the only way to get back is coming over here, I believe. Actually, there should be a shortcut somewhere in here. Should just be a shortcut out. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I always forget about that for a lot of these, is that there's just an easy way to leave the area. And most of the time with these missions right here, the spies, I don't bother killing enemies. I just try to avoid enemies the best I can, because you can end up. I usually don't hunt for points in these, or affinity in these types of missions, anyways. Survival is honestly probably the best place to be hunting for affinity points, anyways. Or if you're doing interception missions, are also really good, since they also have an endless onslaught of enemies. Most of these missions do, but spies, since they do have a general directive that is don't kill the enemy, or just hack terminals, I won't try to waste time killing enemies. Okay. I really hate those shield lancers. They are just annoying beyond belief. I'm gonna go ahead for B, because normally the way that it is C is closest to the end. See, that was actually almost in a bad position where I wouldn't be able to unlock it, or destroy it, just to where it was at. But C is typically closest to the end. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data. Okay, so shortcut here. I'd have to do with this thing right here. Over here, if we just jump straight across and then go down. That terminal actually right there activates an elevator, but if you just come under here and jump out right here, the terminal's right there. And sometimes they won't actually, you know, have those open. I believe it's like in like the very last tier version of the spy missions, which is tier 3, where enemies are about level 25 or higher. They actually don't leave those open anymore. Alright. I'm glad I didn't hit for C, because C is so far away. My gosh, it's really, really far away from... I was actually thinking that it might have been close, but no, C, dude. They wanted to make sure that C was the last one, so they just threw it as far away as possible. Okay, so this one's actually really easy. You just jump straight up here and then wait, and then cut through this little grate, and here we are. That moves, and we can hack this. Boom, and we're done. And our kunai leveled up. Sweet.
We have everything we came for. Get to extraction.
And we need to go up, but how far up do we need to go? Is the question. Or maybe we need to go down. Sometimes you just need to go down. I hate that. Like, I don't pay attention enough to know whether or not I need to go up or down.
Another job well executed.
Oh, we got Reflexor. That's a decent mod. And we got a Tower 1 key. That gives us access to the Orcan Void, where the enemies are typically level 10 and higher, so we're not going to bother going to there right now, but we'll eventually go there because you can get rare stuff and you can get prime parts for prime weapons and all that stuff. Although, since we can only get access Tower 1 and probably do Tower 1 the easiest, we won't be able to completely build any prime pieces because normally they have one piece and one piece in 2, one piece in 3, and then one piece in Tower 4. And until we get good enough at the game, or we just have a bunch of extras that are willing to help me, we're not going to be able to do Tower 4. Exterminate, cool. I forgot what that said. I think it was talking about excavator missions with power cores, and if they're low on health, you can just give them a power core and they gain more health. 66 enemies, not bad. What's the mission? Sliding kills. Okay, so we just have to deal with this annoying... Thank you for getting up here. What? Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. I was hoping that maybe I could use my ability while I'm sliding, but nope, I done goofed. Awesome, I can do that, however. Cool. I can actually probably slide indefinitely if I get in the right kind of position. And one more hit, and there we go. Now we don't have to worry about sliding kills anymore. Actually increased the level of that serration mod that I had, so I should be doing quite a bit more damage to these enemies. So it should just be that much easier to get rid of them all. Actually need to upgrade that melee strength increase, so that way I won't have to worry about killing these enemies as much with my melee weapon, because I do tend to get close and then I need to use my melee weapon since that is the best way to kill them up close. And if I'm not doing enough damage, it does that, where I have to hit them a million times. We have an ice guy in the map, so that's going to be slightly more annoying to deal with. Does he slow down his teammates too? He actually has a shield, and his shield can take a certain amount of damage before it'll open up and allow us to actually kill the enemy. Where's that guy at? Arsonist! That guy shoots... Oh, not Arsonist, but a Scorch. That's his name. He shoots fire. He's actually a fairly annoying enemy to deal with, in my opinion, since I don't typically have anything that protects me from fire damage. Oh, not you. Okay. So don't try shooting at the hole, just try shooting above the hole, and it seems to work a lot better at killing the enemy. Hello, Scorch. We need you dead. Okay, so I need to reload my weapon, so let's hide behind this wall and reload. Can they not shoot me from here? That's actually funny that I can shoot them from there, but they can't shoot me. Ah, there you are. Alright. Jesus, you are big. Bombard. Alright, so that was... Alright, there we go. Another bombard. That's not fun. Okay. He just basically... That was not the ability that I was wanting to use. I wasn't even wanting to use an ability at all. I was wanting to reload my weapon. I wasn't wanting to change it. I was wanting to reload it. There we go. Ah, there's an enemy hiding behind me. That sucks. Where'd you run off to? He's up. How much up? What were you doing up here? Why are you so scared of me? Like, come on, man. I'm not that scary. That just one bang that friggin' shield lancer. That was cool. Alright, hopefully we won't encounter any more bombards, since they seem to be the most bullet hoggy enemy in the entire game. Alright, so that's the guy who actually teleported me. Commanders can teleport you, and that's fairly annoying. So hopefully I don't have to deal with another one of those guys. Really? Really? Come on. Come on, come on, dude. Why do they need to lock the door on me and be on the other side of that door? Why can't the doors that I've already been through stay unlocked? I guess then, because I would just run through the entire map first. Thought he was actually gonna die from those little amounts of shots. I need to continue upgrading this Mark 1 Bratton because it's not doing enough damage. Oh. Come on, I need to kill this guy. Arctic Eximus, he's annoying. It's actually funny because once you go inside the bubble, you don't even notice that the bubble's there anymore. Which is weird because if you're playing as the playing as Frost, the Arctic Warframe, you can actually notice that you're still inside of a bubble because it makes noises. It's like makes windy noises and stuff. I was actually expecting more enemies in that little area than there were. Yeah, we're going to encounter a lot of melee weapons because they really want you to go down a melee path, it seems. Because that's all they seem to drop is melee weapons. But maybe it's because most melee weapons are common. Just common ones, so you encounter less of those as you progress through the game. Alright. I keep wanting to somehow stop in midair, but whenever you hold the right trigger, you kind of just do a little fly. Alright, and he should be the last enemy. That was weird. I was saying that he should be the last enemy, but I didn't. I thought I saw that it only had 64 enemies left. I'm psychic, guys. I just know that there's no more enemies left. Let's see, so far the only weapon that I haven't upgraded a lot is my kunai. Maybe I should start using that a little bit more so that way I can level that up some. because everything else is about 13 now, with the exception of my Warframe and the kunai. And I have a deception mission. I'm not even gonna bother using my kunai in this mission. Deception is, think mobile defense, but only one terminal without a time limit.
Your target is
Yeah,
a system
it's basically that
payload.
easy. Actually, since I'm stuck with the kunai, I might as well just stay. Any more enemies? Come on, I have a fucking 3 kill limit. That's more annoying than it sounds. It sounds really easy, but sometimes you encounter this where there's no more enemies for 10 seconds. Somehow I managed to get that guy within 10 seconds. That's cool. Alright, so let's just ignore these enemies now.
Keep it up.
Did I just somehow speed up by jumping and doing
You're
that?
on the sensors now. You've been detected.
Okay, yeah. So somehow doing a little air dive thing boosted my speed a bit. Alright. And the area that yep, right here, okay. So, with deception missions and then this particular Grenadier tile set, whenever you see all these boxes, that means you're basically right here at the place that you need to place down the
Your target is
terminal.
this location's computer system.
Just plug it right in right there, and now you gotta go.
Upload completed. Nice work.
Awesome.
Get to extraction.
Alright, and it looks like I have to go back exactly from where I came at. So now I just need to run backwards through the entire map. Cool. I hate it whenever they do that. They make the exit behind you. It's like, I've already been this way. Why are you making me go back through it again? Right, literally, it looks like I'm having to go all the way back to the very beginning of the map.
Marines inbound.
Oh, there it is, the end. Let's actually kill this guy. Let's switch to my kunai. Should give me a bit of extra points. Yeah, see, killing those guys actually gave me a lot. Let's leave before that thing explodes on me.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Yeah, he gave me about 600 points just for killing the Eximus, so that's actually quite a bit of points for your weapon. Alright, I should only have 2 more missions left here in Mars. Fun stuff. Mars? Mercury. Alright. So, a sabotage mission, and then war once more. That rhymed. War once more. Alright. You can actually skip these cinematics by just clicking the
The Grenier has been
spacebar.
harvesting a nearby planetoid for weapons-grade material. Locate and destroy their mining equipment.
Oh, and this is actually an easy one. Actually glad I got this one, because this one's somewhat rare to get, in my opinion. You actually don't really find... These are old sabotages, because the new sabotage is the reactor one. Let's just basically come here and shoot this thing for a little bit until it explodes, because it does have a health bar, and then you're done. That's
This
sabotaged.
research could have unimaginable repercussions. Be on your guard.
And she talks weird, because she talks like it's a research facility, but it's not. That's sad that it wasn't going up there, because every time I see that thing, I'm like, that's where I need to be at. Yeah, it seems like just shooting it with my gun's a lot faster, so I'm just gonna let my gun reload and then shoot it. I don't think I had to reload once when I was shooting it with my gun. The first one at least. Alright, and around the corner we shall go. Where we stop? Nobody knows. Right down here. And boom.
Excellent work.
Now where's the exit at? Back up.
Managed to thwart potentially
course.
dangerous
Of course it's
discoveries
back
being
up.
fully
Because they
realized.
they enjoy whenever I run backwards through the mission, don't they? That they do. Did I just land on the lava? I could have swore that I heard me like land. That's strange that I was able to land on lava. I think I need to go nope, down. So I'm literally going back through the mission again. They need to change that. Just make it where the last one's near the end of the mission, so that way you don't have to go backwards. Like, you know, I know they want to show off as much as the tile set as possible, but that just gets annoying. Any good items, credits, that's fun.
Another job well executed.
Alright, now we got one last mission to do. How did I skip that? Because normally I can't skip it. Huh. Alright, come on, let's fight Vor. Let's show Vor who's boss. And the Toll Stoke. Stolge. Don't know how to say that. Level 1 to 3. So Vor before was level 11. Now he can only be 1 to 3. They really downgraded Vor after his first appearance. Assassination. There's a bunch of these. And I just wish they'd improve the bosses a bit.
Captain Vor has lived under suspicion of possessing Arokan technology that grants him powerful abilities. We cannot allow this. Get to his location and eliminate him.
Yeah. So she's actually going to...
You're making this too easy.
Okay, so they're both going to be talking to you throughout the mission. As you get closer, Vor's going to be talking to you a little bit more. I think she only is going to talk to you at the very beginning and just tell you a little bit about the
We're on
boss.
sensors now. You've been detected.
But Vor, as you get a little bit closer, you should be saying more.
Teleport. You will need to watch your back.
I was actually hoping that I wasn't going to fail that. That's what I get for trying to look cool. And Vor's actually going to be a little bit harder. Which is strange, because he's a lower level, so you figured he'd be easier, but he's actually a little bit harder. I think it's just because in this area there's just more of the enemies.
Realize your Lotus has sent you to die.
Target acquired.
There's just a little bit more enemies in this area now. He's actually level 7. So he's a little bit high. But since I upgraded my weapon, he should go down a little bit more easily. Whoa, calm down. I hate how Vor teleports. It's quite the nuisance. There we are. Yeah, so he summons a lot more enemies now. They're all the same level as him, too. Alright, so let's actually hide a bit. Let my shields regen. Did he just shoot me through the wall? That's not fair.
This one has your name on it.
Where you going, Vor? Quit running away. I know I'm trying to run away.
For my queen.
I don't want to die. Stop. Those freaking energy zappers are so annoying.
This will hurt.
Alright, so that takes care of those. And a bunch of enemies just died for some reason. Yeah, So now Vor should actually go down. All of his gimmicks are out, so he shouldn't live anymore. Yeah, okay, so let me handle this a little bit differently by just using my ability somewhat to kill off the enemies. Kinda wish that he'd stop throwing that crap at me. 'Cause I can't throw crap at him. Alright, and that should kill him right there. Cool. Got more fixed force heal, we got heated charge. Did we get any items?
Nice work.
Let's check. I got Cronus blueprint, so we got his little crappy sword. I actually wouldn't recommend using any of Vor's weapons, with the exception of just getting the affinity points so you can boost your rank up. But I'd actually just recommend staying away from crappy weapons for the most part, unless you absolutely just need to rank up. Luckily, I got to the end of that before they locked me out. So we got more Venus and Mars segments along with a Sears pistol bullet. Cronus, if you run this mission a couple more times, you can get the Sear pistol, or a Sear pistol handle and its blueprint. But like I said, Vor's weapons suck, so I'd just avoid those like the plague.
Operator, messages have arrived in your inbox.
Alright, so beating Vor, she gives me 250 credits. Cool. That's enough to buy a new weapon. The weapon I'm gonna buy from the thing, my first new purchase, which there are a few that you can buy. I think it's just gonna be the Bratton, which she actually gave me enough to buy the Bratton. Which I don't think it's gonna be a great improvement. Let me go ahead and buy it, but I don't think it's gonna be a great improvement from the Mark 1 Bratton. Let's actually see, because I can see all the changes that the Mark 1 Bratton compared to the regular Bratton have by equipping it. So my puncture and impact damage are going to be doing more, which is going to be good. My fire rate is also increased, so is my critical chance, but the accuracy drops quite a bit. And the magazine also drops. So instead of having 60, I'm going to have 45. It's probably a bad thing to equip the regular Bratton compared to the Mark 1 Bratton. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much for that, Ortis. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Warframe, even though this is going to be tacked in to the end of the Mercury videos. I'm actually just going to show off the Archwing mission, since I didn't have the Archwing at the time that I was recording all of the Mercury missions. I'm also going to do this with Mars and Venus, since I didn't have the Archwing when I did those two planets either. Alright, so this is just a really easy exterminate mission, and it's actually extremely fun to play these these missions.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
It's actually really hard to find anything though. Like, these missions are the absolute worst when it comes to forgot what I was saying. Oops. Alright, so melee is actually going to be useful against these shield dragons, or dagons, or whatever you want to call these. It's probably the only time that shields are actually, or the swords are going to be useful for the moment. Our ranged weapon should be our most powerful weapon for the most part. But for just these little items, like, see that rock? I can actually shoot that rock and it's going to drop some kind of resource. Well, that time it was credits. But yeah, they're just all over the place. You're going to need a really large search tool. Thief Sweat. You're just going to need it like maxed out and stuff. I can see the end of the map. However, these missions are insanely fun to do, in my opinion. Probably the best missions that Warframe currently has to offer. Alright, since I'm already level 1, I should be able to do that. That actually is going to protect me from all incoming damage, which is going to be extremely nice. Not for long, though. Oh, I can see enemies. So if you feel like you're getting owned, just slow that up. The only problem is it only works against enemies that are attacking you head on, so if you have an enemy behind you, it probably won't help you out very much. But there are actually pretty few Arcwing missions to begin with, so you're gonna need to be running these Arcwing missions a lot. What's that do? It just throws up a spare Arcwing thing. But yeah, you're gonna need to be running these early missions quite a bit, so that way you can just level up your Arcwing. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck with a pretty low-leveled Arcwing in the higher missions, because they do just like level up. The fucking Arcwing missions go up real fast. Like I think the one in Mars is level 20, so it jumps pretty far. So you want to just take your time and just repeat the same mission over and over again. I have no idea what that ability does. Alright, and I'm done. Yeah, you just want to attach on, because I think it carries over from your... No, it doesn't. So you're gonna need like a sentinel or something and take that with you and have
Mission complete.
what you
Excellent
call
work,
attached to it. Animal instincts, that way you have some kind of loot search, unless they have a loot search for Arcwings, but I don't think they do. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace!